color of linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map at a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot to the heart, no I won't drop.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Jaguars going up against the Seahawks. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. Stays on his feet. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Bortles going to give to Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Boykin got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate pass.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And he'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Going to give this time to the tailback. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Let's round! Let's round! Ohio! Let's go!
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And here now it's second and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Defensively, now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Another pistol look here. Third and goal, Boykin. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember that you put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Again, it's Yeldon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And the tight end goes in motion left. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. On the counter, it's Yeldon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
first down. Boykin buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Third and long for Boykin. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bortles backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Boykin on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, 72 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Halfback sent in motion. Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now they're in the hurry up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Boykin. Flushed out right. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Boykin. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From midfield now, Boykin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10 now, Boykin. Flush, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Boykin. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying out. Great catch. The rookie Boykin to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Another pistol look here. Now a handoff to Yeldon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Bortles to throw for it on fourth down. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And on the ground they go with the running back. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Third and 2 here for Boykin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. The Seahawks will go. It's Boykin. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to him. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Boykin. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To the air on second down. It's Bortles. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to...
Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now what can Boykin do here in overtime? And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Flex round.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. The rookie Boykin to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Ace.
Halfback sent in motion.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Bortles now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Bortles will keep it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. Bortles, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Third and long for Boykin. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They'll run with Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon unable to find a lane. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down. And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left here in overtime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with 2 remaining here in this overtime session. So now it's up. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a pressure spot now. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here in overtime. And we'll be back. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So we got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
And partner, right away, I'm brought back to the words of my special teams coach when I played in college. Sometimes you just have to want to go block a kick.
And here with a chance to win the game at OT on the O-line, you got to max protect.
It's amazing, isn't it? You spend all that time in practice, you go over all the different possibilities, and with the game's on the line, someone leaks through, and now you got a block kick.
Here's Bortles to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now it's Yeldon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will be their 3rd and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.